Hello and welcome back to Girl Talk. We have been having a lovely time here at Radiance Skin Therapy off of Todd Drive, and we are finally joined by owner Ann Pienka. Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
We always love talking to you. We talk a lot with you about beauty of our faces, our bodies, but we don't talk a lot about hands, but it really can be such an age giveaway. So I'm excited about today's topic.
Yeah.
So we're talking about hand rejuvenation, and let's just kind of give an overview about what this is.
Sure. Well, you can do things topically with, the skin and things like that, so we don't ever discount that. But we now put fillers, and there's many different kinds of fillers as we've talked about, hyaluronic acid, calcium hydroxyapatite, things like that. So what we do is now we can put those products and inject them into the hand, under the skin, and it gives volume. Just like in our faces, as we age, we lose volume in our face, we also lose volume in our hands, and the hands become kind of crepey, and we see more of those veins.
Yes. And you can never really cover up your hands. You can cover your arms.
Sit on them.
Right. It definitely is a giveaway.
I've got hands like worms, like my veins are like worms. I got those big puppy ones, so yeah. My mom gave me that gift. So, yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know there are more options. I'm kind of I do the sunscreen and the retinol A or whatever that stuff is.
Yeah.
But it's good to know there's so many more options. Who do you think is a good candidate? Is it kind of a start young and stay in front of it, or?
You can approach it any way you want, just like people come in here in their 30s or people come in here in their 60s. Some people want to prevent and don't want to go down the road, so we certainly can do it as a prevention. Anytime filler is in a hand, it builds collagen, it builds thickness in that skin. So people can do it that way. I think we see more people who are noticing the change and saying, what can we do? We don't want to go get the veins taken out of the hand, because we can do that too.
We might need those.
We don't do that, but you can do that. But they say, what can I do? I just don't like how my hands look, and they look old. And so we can do something very easy and give them a more youthful looking hand.
And I suppose with injections too, it's kind of an immediate thing, whereas if you've got spots, that takes a little while to fade and that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good point. It's
fillers
instant.
are immediate,
Yeah.
and they walk out and their hands look way more youthful. Some of the pictures that you'll see on our website are right after the treatment.
Oh, I love before and after pictures.
Oh yeah, we love those.
Yeah.
So Ann, you mentioned the needles in the hands. So does that cause any discomfort?
Right.
Or how does that feel?
Yep, so actually I do not use a needle in the hand when I inject, so that's kind of different, but I actually have to make a little poke, one poke in each hand, but we use something called a cannula. And a cannula is, instead of a point, it's a blunt tip. So we just basically go through the hand, and we are just laying that product very evenly and then massaging it through. And we put a little lidocaine in there. So as we're injecting that product, there isn't really any discomfort. People say, that was it? So it's very quick. There's really, besides a little minor pinch, there's really no discomfort to it.
That's really interesting.
Sign me up.
Done.
One more
Done.
I am curious too about how long the results can last, because it sounds pretty easy. There's not really any downtime. You're kind of instantly refreshed.
Right.
How long does it work for?
Yeah. So again, just like we talk about anybody's face with filler, we give you a range because all of our bodies react differently to these products. But generally 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 years, depending on who you are.
Wow, years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not, that you have to come in here every other month to do the filler. That's usually the longevity we see. On the shorter end, usually about a year. And on the longer end, I would say probably up to 3.
Oh, and that's easier on the pocketbook too.
Yes.
Yes, it absolutely is.
So if we get this done, what can we do to extend those results as long as possible? Maybe at home.
Well, there really isn't anything as far as filler goes. That's just your natural body responses to kind of eat away at that filler. other than helping the skin. So like you said, you know what, you can use products on your hands, make sure that you're sunscreening your hands, things like that. So the skin itself is looking great, and the collagen in there, we can build some collagen. So we're building it with the filler deeper down, and then with the products on the surface. So that's really the only thing we can do, but prolonging filler, we can't normally do that.
Wow. That sounds great. I need to start doing some things in between.
She's got to go.
I want to hide my hands while we finish this topic.
Hands down. Hands down. Hands down.
Right, hands down.
Also, Anne, when it comes to scheduling, how do we go about that if we want to see if this is something right for us?
Yeah, absolutely. We offer free consults, and you can call us at 240-0088, or you can catch us at our website and request an appointment time, and we can talk to you about what would be best for you.
I think the free consultation is just such a nice way to kind of ease your way in. You know, you're not committing necessarily to a service at that time.
Nope.
Just come ask questions, talk about it, figure out if it's right for you.
Yep,
You know.
and we see if you're a candidate, check your health history, all those things.
Yeah.
And so I always say education is never a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So much to do.
Love that camp. Yeah.
Right.
Every time I see you, I have a new thing on my list.
I know.
It's very dangerous over here.
I just look at it and I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah, right. What are you doing? I need to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for having us, as usual.
right.
I want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. Thank you so much at home for watching. We're going to see you next time right here on Girl Talk. Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.